Hey everybody, Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Tuesday. Today we're discussing some different tweets and updates from in and around the corners of the interwebs. We're taking a look at Cardano's new staking update, which is a pretty big development. Mark Cuban has come out. He is once again bashing Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. We'll fire back at him with some of our opinions, and then we're discussing the blow that has been dealt to Bittorrent. But let's begin here on Twitter with this tweet by @JimmySong, which is a good way to frame the perspective of today's conversation. When Bitcoin is $100,000, are you really going to care that you bought at $8,200 versus $7,950? The decision to buy at all is much more important. Of course, that's just Jimmy's independent opinion. That's not financial advice by any means, but I think it's a good way to frame the issue. If, collectively we do believe that one day it's going to hit $100,000, I think that's a good way to look at things. Here we have an interesting piece as well, a little bit more on the light side, but government's trying to ban Bitcoin. Can you guys say futility? Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't know if I've ever encountered a government quite that attractive, but there you have it. I think the analogy stands nonetheless. Then here on Twitter also we have this tweet by @DTAPCapDan Tapiero. Awesome chart shows Bitcoin is the perfect asset for large long-term investors as they get properly compensated for taking the time and liquidity risk. In the past 5 years, traditional 60-40 portfolio with only 5% Bitcoin allocation doubled total performance. Time for institutions to wake up. He's replying to this tweet by Bitcoin Charts. Quote, you don't get the 100 times gains without the 85% pullbacks, should be the tagline for this chart. Absolutely. You guys can check out this in a little bit more detail. If you want to study it more closely, we'll link to it in the description below. Let's take a look at how the markets are doing today on coinmarketcap.com. Not too bad overall. We're up a few percentage points actually at $222 billion total market cap. Dominance sitting at 67.5%. And the price of Bitcoin at the time of this recording is $8,355. That's up 3.55% over the last 24 hours. And as you can see, projects seem to be up in the 1, 2, 3, even 4% range on the day. So not too bad. Here now on altcoinbuzz.io, Cardano users to receive a staking reward. Article by Rachel. The CEO of IOHK, Charles Hoskinson, recently announced that ADA crypto users will begin receiving a staking reward. So a pretty big shakeup here. Cardano just celebrated their anniversary in Bulgaria, and that's when Hoskinson made this announcement. Starting next month, all users and investors on the Cardano platform will receive staking rewards. ADA holders are eligible as well. He encouraged everyone to participate, stating that, quote, it is a social project with high stakes. He also added that the community is about to witness a series of changes. Cardano, of course, is the 12th largest blockchain platform currently. Recently, they unveiled a new project, Shelly. The project's aim is to improve cryptocurrency in the nearest future. It uses the Ouroboros Genesis algorithm, and its main plan is to fully decentralize the smart contract platform. Hoskinson also revealed that Shelly aims to be more decentralized than Bitcoin. Hey, so let us know if you're a big fan of ADA. Will you be availing yourself of that opportunity to stake with Cardano? They, of course, have big things lined up, and they have an ambitious future ahead of them, not the least of which is represented by their partnership with New Balance. So to check out the rest of Rachel's article here for that information, you can do so and let us know what you think about Cardano, Charles Hoskinson's leadership overall, and IOHK, of course. Here in another quick update, as OGBTC already broke it, here is the real footage of a local mega farm caught on fire, which claimed a loss of $10 million worth of mining machines. So this is purportedly footage of that farm. I can't exactly validate that here 100%, but that is what seems to be what people are saying in and around the internet. So this could very well be one of those other problems, one of the many variables, as we've been discussing. Problems are multivariate in this world, and this could be one of those variables that impacted the recent price crash of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies over the course of the last week. Back to altcoinbuzz.io. Mark Cuban trolls Bitcoin again. Article by Rachel. Shark Tank's personality and tech billionaire Mark Cuban has once again voiced his dislike for cryptocurrencies. What else is new? In a viral video, Mark Cuban once again attacked cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin actually in particular. In response to a question by Crypto Doom, Cuban slammed cryptocurrencies. Here was the question, quote, "If you are really into providing opportunity for people to grow their net worth, why the hate for crypto? ICO is the new IPO." Cuban responded in his usual characteristic manner. He attacked Bitcoin, claiming that crypto had, quote, "no intrinsic value. Essentially, bananas are better." However, first, the billionaire decided to compare Bitcoin to baseball cards, which, according to him, have higher value. He said, quote, "Here's the thing about crypto, particularly Bitcoin. It is worth what someone will pay for it, as is the case with everything. Did you ever see someone collect baseball cards and they were really, really, really proud of their baseball cards because they kept on saying they were going to go up in price? Bitcoin, there's even less you can do with it. At least I can look at my baseball card and say, ooh, that's my favorite player. That's Roberto Clemente." Personally, I feel like Cuban is kind of half right. He's got 50% of the logic that is actually correct, but then he's reaching the wrong conclusion with that line of reasoning. So, for example, he is saying things that are factually accurate, like, for example, something only has the value that we attribute to it. Okay, I get that, but he's totally wrong in demonizing Bitcoin and saying that it has no functional value, it has no functionality, that it's akin to a baseball card or even worse. I mean, look, I'm not, trashing baseball cards, but Bitcoin has a ton of functionality and it has a ton of network functionality in terms of connecting merchants, in terms of making transfers easier, safer, faster for a lot of people, of course, cheaper. So I definitely vehemently disagree with Mr. Cuban on this one. But what's funny is that although he likes to trash Bitcoin, he actually believes in blockchain. Mark Cuban posits that the decentralized technology can achieve much more than cryptocurrency. Again, I'm half in agreement with him there. He said, quote, "Look, I can make a great argument for blockchain. There's a lot of applications you can use. You don't need public Bitcoin. You can create blockchain on your own without using all the available cryptocurrencies." Of course, Mark Cuban joins the likes of Warren Buffett and Donald Trump in their anti-cryptocurrency stance. If you're interested in watching the video here, which includes the question that was brought up by that crypto-loving individual, you can do so here. Mark Cuban answers business questions from Twitter. This is a Wired tech support video. We'll link to it in the description below. And lastly, for today, we are looking at this piece on altcoinbuzz.io. Bittorrent receives a big blow, unfortunately. Article here by Deepika. Binance removes a noteworthy Bittorrent trading pair. In January 2019, Binance Launchpad executed the BTT initial exchange offering, and just 9 months after it announced the BTT Bitcoin trading pair, that pair has now been delisted. And actually, that trading pair is not the only one that got axed. A couple of hours back, writes Deepika, Binance announced the delisting of 30 trading pairs, including Bittorrent and Bitcoin. Interestingly, 6 out of those 30 trading pairs had launched on Binance Launchpad. Check out the long list at the bottom, which is included in this article. Explaining the sudden removal of the exchange, Binance says the crypto community and some project teams suggested the move, as it will enhance the exchange liquidity and user trading experience for other assets. Now the question is, did Bittorrent know about the recent cull of these trading pairs on Binance? It seems Bittorrent was aware of the chop-off. Altcoin Buzz's team has been watching the Bittorrent activities quite closely, and in September the token listed itself on 5 exchanges, including Dcoin, Atomars, Dcoin, Crypto Facile, and Bithumb Global. That said, was it trying to gain trader traction before Binance decided to list it? Well, possibly. At the end of the day, Bittorrent was costing Binance liquidity and some of its reputation as well that has been well earned, so it had to go. Here are the list of some of the other projects in those 30 trading pairs that have been chopped. You can check out the full listing in Deepika's article here. Let us know if you're disappointed in some of these delistings. Did you think that maybe it was high time for some of them to go? Possibly. Are you excited? Are you upset? Let us know your thoughts as always in the comments below. But quite a few of them here have been ousted from the platform. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. Let us know your thoughts about that as always, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. But that about wraps it up for today. Do be sure you are following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io, for all the latest. Do be sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Best of luck, of course, if you choose to invest on this Tuesday, but have a good one, everybody, and we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.